Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to some more Endless Scrap Mechanic. So in today's video, we are going to be checking out two extremely epic monster trucks. Now, about a week ago, I made a couple videos that were about piston steering, some really cool stuff that I came up with. There's a tutorial as well. Now, I will mention that there are some easier ways to do what I did in the tutorial, but it'll definitely give you the idea that you need to kind of get going with this whole thing. So I asked you guys if you wanted to see some monster trucks and which ones would you want to see, and you guys definitely gave me tons of awesome suggestions. And of course, the number one suggestion was Digger, as you can see to my left here. And there were a lot of other suggestions as well, and I decided to look a few of them up and see what they look like, and I saw that one right over there, guys. It's Max Destruction. It's a really cool one, but if you guys do want to see more monster trucks in Scrap Mechanic using this really awesome piston steering, then let me know by hitting the like button, guys, or leaving a comment with some more suggestions. I already have a few in mind, like an ice cream truck, monster truck. I don't know. It's going to be pretty cool, so if you do want to see more, then definitely let me know. But that's enough of that, guys. Let's get right into these builds. Oh man, these things are huge. So let's get a closer look at this one right here. So this is Max Destruction, guys. I didn't think it was going to take me too long to make it, but then I got really into this build and I started really getting a lot of pictures and really trying my best to make it look as good as I could. So as you can see here, guys, it features a really awesome looking face on the side with its fingers pulling open like a fiery thing. I'm not too sure, but I think this turned out really good. There was a couple more things I wanted to add, like this thing on his forehead here is actually, I believe, like a speedometer. So I wanted to add like a line on here, but unfortunately on these surface panels I wasn't able to put anything else on top of it because of just the nature of that modded piece there. But other than that, I'm so excited to be able to make these now and using this really cool piston steering. So if you guys do check out the tutorial or the other video that I originally showed the concept in, you'll notice it only used 2 pistons there, but in this case here, guys, these were so big and so heavy that I ended up having to double down on the piston. So as you can see, there's now one set on the top and another set on the bottom, and that just gives it a lot more strength, because although the pistons are very strong, you can definitely push the limits with these massive tires and also these massive kind of trucks on top of the chassis as well. So as you can see, though, the chassis, it's just featuring some of the larger pipes compared to the small pipes there. I ended up putting these like little modded like 6-way pieces, and these are really good actually, because there was a few spots like up there. I put them there as well to just kind of build off of them. So I'm really happy with the way the frame turned out. So this is how you get inside of them, though, guys. You just kind of get underneath it right here, and as you can see, there is a hole right there, and we can hop into the seat. Alright, so as you can see, it's extremely large. There's barely any room to see it properly, but we can actually get a closer look here at the front and all of the spikes as well. I decided to go with Max Destruction because it is just really cool looking. I saw all the spikes, and then I saw this, and I was like, you know what, this looks like a design challenge. So putting that together, also using the perfect modded pieces, guys, because this is using the mod pack as well as the Polygon mod pack. So there will be some links in the workshop, guys, because of course these are going to be on the Steam Workshop, so make sure you check them out. So let's drive this one around, though. We are going to get to see the piston steering in action. You'll notice as well, guys, like at the back there are thrusters in here. So the Max Destruction, though, it's kind of a funny one, because as you can see, I'm actually going to turn on follow camera here so I can just kind of set it and forget it. So as you can see, though, the back of the truck on Max Destruction bounces up and down. So originally I did want to use just like a normal like piece that would be sturdy, but unfortunately I couldn't put the spikes on it, so I ended up having to use a plank on bearings, and it does cause a bit more lag. So that's why I'm just kind of driving around in this one and showing you guys the design of it at least. It's definitely a lot of fun to drive. It just does drop your FPS. So we are now gonna get rid of this Max Destruction, though, guys, and we are gonna hop into the Digger, which is the spotlight today. Alright, so here it is. It is the most requested monster truck, the Grave Digger. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, but when I was younger, I got to see monster trucks a couple times, and I was actually a pretty big fan of it. It was something that was just extremely awesome to see, and it left you kind of breathless, especially when you heard the engines running. And Grave Digger was always my favorite, so I was really happy to see that you guys wanted to see kind of like the same one that I wanted to build. So as you can see, though, it does feature some pretty neat kind of design here. It has like a moon of some sort. There are a few more details that I couldn't quite get. And there's also some type of skull mountain. Obviously, this is a very rudimentary kind of cartoon-looking version, but I think it gets the point across. And of course, I actually put the letters up there, Grave Digger, so I think it turned out pretty good. I even actually put this skull kind of flag on the back of it as well. Sometimes the trucks run with flags, sometimes they don't. In this case, though, I decided to put it on, and it's actually on an extremely long modded piece of suspension, so when we're driving it, you're actually going to see it bouncing around. And of course, guys, this is using the same chassis underneath it here, with the 4 pistons on the back and the front there as well. So it's pretty cool. So let's just hop right into the seat here. Of course, it's the same situation. We have a little hole right here that we can hop inside, and we can take it for a spin. Alright, so as you can see, it handles extremely well. I can turn follow cam off here so we can actually get a chance to see just how fast it can turn. The piston steering is set up for 4-wheel steering as well, so you definitely get a lot of control on it as well. Alright, so I do have a little jump set up there, and guys, I have a pretty good idea for this one actually, so let's just see what this jump is like. Oh yeah, look at that. I think the suspension has big bounces. Oh, okay, so as you can see, I have now landed on my back, but there's something I added to this. There's actually a few buttons here, so we can actually press the 2 key, and watch this, guys, it'll just kind of magically go right back onto its wheels. Oh yeah, look at that suspension, the massive bouncing. Look, you can see the flag is bouncing around as well. This is gonna be one of my favorite builds, I think. This is so much fun to drive. There's so much control. The large wheels, guys, the wobble wheels, McGee, is a thing of the past. We got some amazing monster trucks here, so I'm thinking, guys, I have just one little ramp set up here, and actually I'm gonna quickly show you guys. Look, this is the 1 key. You can do backflips. Oh, sometimes you don't land them, but that's alright. We can actually just kind of break dance for a second here, and I think we should be able to get ourselves back on our feet. Oh, sweet moves. Alright, here we go. Back on. Oh, am I gonna just go right back over? Nope, there we go. Saved by the flag. Alright, so I have that little jump there, though. So I am gonna set up a row of cars. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a bunch of the cars that I have made. I'm gonna line them up right here. I'm gonna weld them down first, though. And then we are gonna pretty much just see how many cars we can jump. So let's get building. Alright, so I have here 12 of my simple cars lined up. I'm using the simple car because I don't want this world to crash or anything, and I don't want to kill the FPS, because these monster trucks alone, sometimes they will drop your FPS. So let's hop inside here and get lined up. Let's see if we can jump 12 of the mini cars. Alright, here we go. Kind of making my way. I'm gonna line myself up with the ramp here, like so. I think this should be far enough. I will mention as well that if you press the 4 key, it'll give you the reverse function, because this thing is so big, the wheels are so big, that the engine on its own is just not enough. Alright, so let's see here. Let's line this up as close as we can. Alright, this is it, guys. We're gonna try for 12 of those cars. Alright, let's see if we can do this. There we go. I think we're doing good. Alright. Oh yeah, we made it. That is awesome. I don't even know if we could make any more. But you know what? I had a really good idea. After I started spawning my little mini cars there, I realized I have cars that I can crush. So why don't we crush some cars with this thing? Alright, so I have a few of my crusher cars here. I am not sure what is going to happen. But I had to space them out a little bit because they do cause some lag when they are next to each other. Now, if you don't know about these car crusher cars, I made a car crusher specifically for these. It's a really cool build. I will put a link in the description if you do want to see a little bit more about these cars and the whole reason why I made them. But today, guys, we are going to try and crush them with Grave Digger. So let's get inside. Let's see what happens. Alright, here we go. We are in position, I think. There's not really much to do. Let's just kind of... I think I'm gonna have to try and ride my way up these things. I hope I don't lag too much. Alright, this is pretty laggy. This is... I don't think this is gonna work, guys. I need to maybe only put one right alone or something. Alright, there we go. We got a lone little car here. There's another feature that I wanted to show you guys that this thing has, and that is actually the ability to pop wheelies. As you can see, guys, look at that. I can actually pop wheelies and drive around. It is so much fun. I love seeing that suspension bounce. But now, let's try and crush this car. Alright, let's get that wheel up. It's gonna lag no matter what. That's okay. Alright, the wheel is on it. Ah, there we go. Look at that. We just crushed that bad boy. Oh, yeah. That was actually really satisfying. I want to do one of the yellow ones. Alright, now we have a yellow one to crush. But I do want to say, guys, that I really wish I could take a whole bunch of these car crusher cars and just fill an area with them and drive over with this thing and just crush them all while driving on them, but the game just won't let me. I wish I could. But we have to settle for something a little simpler, which is definitely unfortunate because I want to see that so badly. Oh, there we go. Look at that. We crushed it like a banana peel. Alright, so that was pretty cool. So one more thing I wanted to do with this monster truck was that kicker over there. I wanted to make another kicker on the other end, and we can try and land on it. So I'm going to go and build that right now. Alright, so here it is, guys. We've got the kicker to kicker. Now, I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do this. I'm really hoping I can. So let's get this bad boy into position here. Alright, spin it around. Alright, I'm going to line myself up properly for this one because I think it's going to be extremely crucial that we fly in a straight line. Whoops, I just hopped out of the vehicle. Alright, guys, this is it. This is Gravedigger, who's going kicker to kicker. Let's see if I can do it. Alright, here we go. Get the speed up. Try our best. Hit the ramp. Oh, the wheel glitched me out, and I didn't even come close. That's not good. You know what? I'm gonna have to try that again. Alright, so this is gonna be attempt number 2, but I'm gonna let you guys know about one more function that this monster truck has, and that is the 3 key, which is an extra speed boost. So let's use that in this situation and see if we can't make it from kicker to kicker. Oh, we're up, and we're... Oh, man, we were so close. That... I have to try one more time. I was gonna make it. I swear, I was about to make that. Alright, guys, this is the 3rd attempt here. I am actually gonna try it from the first-person view. I think the first-person view in this monster truck is actually really good. So let's try this out here. Let's gain some speed. We're going straight at it. No problems yet. Alright, we hit it. We're up. We're flipping over. We're doing a backflip. Okay, we are now about to land on the ground, and look at that. We just did a backflip almost. What the heck? Alright, so this is going to be the last attempt. Now, I'm actually setting up on the other side. You probably can't tell because there's really no place markers here. So we're going to try this one last time, though. Let's see if we can make it happen. Alright, here we go. We are on the ramp. Up. Up. Oh, what? Oh, wow, so close, so close. Oh, and there goes my back wheel. Oh, it fixed itself. Alright, so there you have it, guys. It is Max Destruction and Gravedigger, some really awesome monster trucks in Scrap Mechanic. Now, I know I did not show a lot of Max Destruction, but that is why I want you guys to go to the Steam Workshop. Make sure you check it out, and definitely let me know what you think. So if you guys did enjoy this video, or if you enjoyed the builds, then let me know by hitting that like button, and definitely letting me know in the comments as well. And if you want to see some more Endless Scrap Mechanic, then you might as well hit that subscribe button, and you will get to see some pretty cool stuff in Scrap Mechanic. So thank you everybody for tuning in to Endless Scrap Mechanic, and I will be seeing you in the next one, so bye for now.